I'm gonna get boosted. Yep. 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 I knew it. I called it. I could sense it. Yep. 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 Well, Wikis, we better switch over the stream to, you know, or something after I get this time then. So. Let's go. This has a chance. Yes! Oh! This is fucking 32. I don't even give a shit. I'm taking the fucking 32 to the fucking bank. Yes! Fuck yes! Oh! Fuck you, Runway. Holy fucking shit. Fucking degenerate cuck level. Fuck you, Runway. Oh. Finally did it. Oh my god. I haven't seen a chat explosion like this for a while. That's for sure. Alright, so you might be wondering what exactly you just watched and why I was so pumped up getting that time. It was really an amazing time. So I'm going to take you on a little bit of a run-through of Runway Double Agent and give you a little bit of an explanation on the levels speedrun. So you can see here the objectives for Runway Double Agent are find the plane ignition key, destroy the heavy gun emplacements, destroy missile battery, and escape in plane. So finding the plane ignition key is pretty simple. You see it right at the beginning of the level. You run into a hut near you, you pick up a key. That's simple. Objective B, destroy heavy gun emplacements. So those are the drone guns, and there are 3 of them throughout the level that you have to destroy. And you can only destroy them with explosives. You shooting them does nothing. So 3 drones you have to blow up. Destroy missile battery. Similarly, there's a battery very close in proximity to the plane, and you have to blow it up with explosives. And de-escape in plane, just press B. You have to have the ignition key, but then you just press B by the plane, the level unloads, and that's the end of the level. So those are the objectives, and I'm going to show you a time of 38 seconds. This is the way the level is sort of intended to be played, and this was the record for a long time in GoldenEye. So this is Gus Riolo's run, and he's a really good player. He's a top 40 player. But he's using, we call it the tank strategy. That's the intended way to beat the level. You get in the tank and you destroy all the objectives. Because any strategy faster than this is extremely difficult to learn and execute. But you see him run through the hut here, grab the key, come outside, get a little boost, and now he's going to strafe towards the tank. And that was objective A in there, picking up the key. Gets another boost, a third boost there. So he gets into the tank. And he actually drives it like this. And you'll see him aim towards the left here, probably. And he takes out one of the heavy batteries, or the heavy gun emplacements, a drone. That second shot was the battery. That's objective C complete. You see it come up right there. And then 2 more shots here are the 2 more drones. And they exploded really quickly. He enters the plane. There's the level is completed in 38 seconds. So, just once again, you'll see where all the objectives are on the level. It's important to get a kind of grasp on where they are. So there's 1 drone here. That's part of objective B. The battery is here, objective C. The other 2 drones over to the left and to the right, the other parts of objective B. Enter the plane. Bingo, bango. Runway Double Agent 38. And that's the best time you can get with a tank. No one's ever got 37 seconds with a tank. So how do we get lower on this level? Well, in 2006, Brian Bosshart decided, I'm going to skip the tank. I'm going to try to blow up all of the drones with grenades. And this was never done before. Insanely difficult. And the strategy's evolved a bit since then, but you'll see what he ends up doing. So he's strafing along here. He throws a grenade there just to kill that one guard. You have 5 grenades on Double Agent, and there's only 4 things you need to blow up. So you can use 1 grenade to do other things, and killing a guard who can potentially boost you out of position for your grenade throw is a good idea. And that's just the guard that makes the most sense to kill. And we do that still 10 years later now. But he moves on. So there's the first drone. You can see, you can kind of get a feel for his position in relation to the previous video. He'll throw the grenade there, and that'll blow up that drone. Then he continues on strafing down the level, and he'll start priming a grenade around now, throw the grenade, and that grenade is going to blow up that drone. And then over here, he's priming the grenade, throws it at that drone. That completes, and then he has to throw a grenade at the battery. That completes there, and completed like just as he entered the plane. And that was 37. That's actually an amazing, incredible pioneered strategy by Brian there to get 37. So the levels changed significantly since, even beyond this original grenade strategy, and the level dropped slowly, 36, 35, 34, 33, and now to 32. So what made 34 and lower possible was this strategy called the Arlene. And the Arlene is a way of throwing projectiles in GoldenEye where if you are holding a grenade, for example, you're holding Z to prime the grenade. And you can do this with other projectiles, but the grenade's the one we use here. If you let go of Z, and then an exact number of frames later, you press R to aim, that's what R does, the grenade gets like launched as you're like sidestepping to aim, and it goes even further than it could before. And this has been useful on Surface 2 and Runway so far, but it could be useful on a lot of other levels, potentially. Really difficult to pull off. And on Runway, as you're going to see, or as you just saw in the live video, there are 3 objects you have to pull off this frame-perfect Arlene throw on. The battery and 2 of the drones. So this is the run you just saw. This is the captured version. And I'll explain the differences between the 32 strat here and Boss's 37 strat. So pick up the key, same old beginning, that hasn't changed. Come along here, throw the grenade there. Again, a little bit different here. Instead of like looking down like Boss did, we look up to throw the grenade and take out this first drone. So here's where it gets crazy. So that blows up. Now I immediately look back up and perform the first Arlene. So you saw the grenade like left the bottom part of the screen here. That's a successfully executed Arlene, and I threw it. It's really like you're so far away, so to get the angle precise to complete the objective is so difficult. And you're going to see objective C completed come up there. So I hit the battery, and if you remember from the first video, that's pretty close to the plane. So it kind of gives you a gauge of how far you can throw these grenades now. You can kind of actually barely see the drone coming into the distance here. So I'm going to basically turn and perform another Arlene. You saw the grenade. Like, that's how you do a perfect Arlene. If you're watching a stream or something, and the grenade gets thrown like straight up, it's a missed Arlene. But if it comes just in the corner, it's a well-executed one, and it'll go extra distance. So that throws, I throw that, and I know that has a good chance of completion because it was like the right line and everything. So at this point, I know the run could be 32, and I failed dozens of runs like this going for this time. So I get a back boost there that's planned. You always get that boost if you're taking this line for the 32 strategy on this level. But I immediately start priming the next grenade, turning, looking up, throwing another perfectly executed Arlene. And I mean, you can see how far away that drone is, but with the Arlene strategy, you can hit it from here. I know it has a good chance of completion, and run to the plane, exit the plane, and you can kind of feel an extra leg frame, and you can see it blowing up in the end cutscene. Complete a run. So there's the Runway Double Agent 32. That's the more modern strategy. So I was the 4th person to tie this. Randy Buikima got it first, then Grav, Ryan Gibbs, and then Walton Matei, who's always been good at Runway Double Agent. We'll watch it just once more, just get a real-time feed of, a real-time view of what's kind of the differences and how crazy the strategy's become on this level. So you pick up the hand grenades right at the start, go to the hut, open it, get the key, and even like going to the hut is like underratedly difficult. If you're a new player, you're probably going to struggle with that hut entry, and it's a very complicated, skill-intensive level here. So throw the first grenade, blows up that drone, do an Arlene, that's going to hit the battery. Turn to another Arlene, that's going to hit the drone, and turn into another Arlene, that hits the battery. And like obviously the further you are away from an object, the more precise the throw is. So it's just extremely difficult. It took me a long time to get that record, but there it is, Runway Double Agent 32. So hopefully that gives you a little bit more insight on why I was so pumped to get this time live on stream. It's my first record since January, actually, since my Cradle records. So that's really cool. Now, you might be asking, can lower happen? And yes, it can, and actually a lot lower can happen, because there's another strategy called the double Arlene. And how this differs from the one I just described is that on top of pressing R after you release the grenade, you also have to press the opposite C button. Like if you're strafing in right strafe, you have to press left C, or vice versa. As well in a frame perfect sequence as you press R. So it's like release Z, and then press in a frame perfect sequence the strafe change, and then R. And that can get the projectiles to go even further. Using this method, this is a video of Randy Bukima. 28 or 29 is possible. But again, the level of difficulty to do it is absolutely just bonkers. So you're going to see a kind of a similar start here. Randy will chuck the grenade here. He'll do the same kind of thing for the first drone. And now is where it gets crazy. So he's going to do this, okay, he missed the battery there, but he's going to hit the other two drones using the Arlenes. And like you can actually see right there, he failed the timing of the single Arlene, so the grenade went straight up as opposed to curving through the corner. So he failed the battery, objective B, or objective C. But now he's going to turn here and do a double. You can see the aimer comes up earlier. He's doing a double Arlene. That grenade goes so far, and this one goes so far. And like, they both completed. You'll see the objectives appear on screen. So objective B, destroy heavy gun emplacements. The drone's completed. Destroy missile battery failed. That's a heartbreaker. You'll see at 29 seconds. And 28's been failed with this strategy. But I mean, you can see how immensely difficult it is, because you have to nail that Arlene. Then you have to nail two double Arlenes from so far away. And like, you have no frame of reference to line them up. It's like all on sense and feel there. It's just like getting used to your muscle memory, knowing where to attempt to throw the grenade, and like you're even further away, so you have to be more pinpoint accurate. Just an absolutely crazy strat. So 28 can eventually happen, but for now the record's 32. I'm super pumped about it, and that's it. Let's watch my run once more. Just a really, really crisp execution of this strategy, and yeah, I hope you enjoyed the run, the reaction, and the explanation. I hadn't touched level at all. I was the third person yet 38 seconds as the record in 2006. Learning this strategy from scratch to the point of me getting the record took about 9 streaming sessions of 3 to 5 hours each. So probably somewhere between 30 and 40 hours. That's pretty average for a top 10 player going for a world record at that skill level. I have no idea what level I'm going to play next. Like, you always have to play levels a bunch of times, do a bunch of semi-casual attempts on various stages before you find one that hits you just right and makes you really, really want to play it. But I'll be doing my SpeedLore very, very soon, and a bunch of other GoldenEye and speedrunning videos, so be sure to subscribe for that. Feel free to follow me on my Twitch channel, and comment if you have any suggestion on a level or topic you'd like to see me cover next. In the meantime, everyone, stay true, and I'll see you in my next stream or video.